My beloved child, come closer. Let me continue the story, not just of creation, but of love, rest, and relationship. This is not just history. This is the beginning of why you exist, and what I truly desire with you. You see, after we completed the heavens and the earth in all their vast beauty and order, something important happened. The work was done, yes, but more than that, the heart behind it all was now revealed. On the seventh day, my Father and I, through the Spirit, rested from all the creative work. Not because we were tired, we are never weary. We rested because the work was finished. It was perfect. It was good. And so, we blessed the seventh day and made it holy, set apart, a sacred rhythm of peace, gratitude, and presence. Child, understand this. Rest is not weakness. It's worship. When you pause to rest in me, you declare that I am your source, not your effort. You were never meant to live in constant striving. You were created to walk with me, to enjoy my creation, and to trust that I will provide. So remember the Sabbath, not just as a rule, but as an invitation to come close and be refreshed in my love. Now let me show you something deeper. Genesis 2 gives you a more intimate view of how I created you personally and intentionally. Before any shrub grew, before the first raindrop fell, the earth was still waiting for your arrival. No man had yet walked the soil. But a mist came up from the ground and watered the whole surface, preparing the way. And then came the sacred moment. I formed man from the dust of the ground, yes, something so simple, so humble. But I wasn't done there. I leaned down and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. That breath was my spirit, my very essence. That moment wasn't just creation, it was connection. You came alive because I gave you my breath. You are more than flesh. You carry divine purpose. You are not just dust. You are my beloved. You are filled with my breath. Then I planted a garden, Eden, a place of beauty, peace, and overflowing life. I placed the man there not just to enjoy it, but to partner with me in caring for it. He was not a slave in a field. He was a son in a paradise. In the middle of the garden, I placed two special trees. First, the tree of life, a symbol of eternal life and divine fellowship. Second, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, a test of trust and love. I gave man freedom. He could eat from any tree except one. Just one. Why? Because love requires choice. Without choice, there is no freedom. And without freedom, there is no true love. I wanted your heart, not robotic obedience. So I said, you are free to eat from every tree, but not from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for if you do, you will surely die. It wasn't a threat. It was a warning of what happens when you disconnect from the source of life. Me. Man was not meant to be alone. Then I said something powerful. It is not good for man to be alone. Yes, the first thing I said wasn't good, was loneliness. You were created for relationship with me and with one another. So I brought all the animals before man. He gave them names, discovering his power to rule and relate, but none were like him. None shared his heart or reflected his soul. And so I did something beautiful. I caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man. While he slept, I took a rib from his side, not from his head to rule over her, not from his feet to trample her, but from his side, close to his heart, to walk with him. From the rib, I formed woman. And when I brought her to the man, he rejoiced. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She was not just a companion, she was his other half, his reflection, his equal. This is where marriage was born, not as a contract, but as a covenant. Two becoming one. A divine unity of love, respect, and purpose. That's why I said, a man shall leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Marriage was my idea, not man's. It reflects the unity I have with the Father and Spirit. It reflects my relationship with you, my bride, the church. And finally, the chapter ends with this pure, beautiful line. They were both naked and felt no shame. There was no guilt, no fear, no masks, just pure intimacy with each other and with me. This was Eden. This was the world as I intended it. Before sin, before hiding, before the fall, there was complete trust and unshakable love. Now, my child, hear my heart for you in these words. You were made on purpose. You were made for relationship with me and with others. You were created to rest, to rule, and to rejoice. You were not meant to carry shame. The world may tell you that you're just a random accident, just dust in the wind. But I tell you, you are my breath, my image, my joy. You may feel like you're wandering in a wilderness. But remember, I once placed my beloved in a garden, and through me, I am restoring Eden in your heart. Even when sin entered the world, we'll talk about that soon. I never stopped loving you. I already had a plan to bring you back, to bring you home. Walk with me like Adam did, talk to me. I long to be with you daily, trust my boundaries. When I say don't, it's not to control you. It's to protect your joy. Honor rest. You don't have to earn my love. I already gave it. Value relationship. You are not made to walk alone. Be unashamed. Let me clothe you in grace. My beloved, Genesis 2 is your beginning too. You are part of the story. My breath is in your lungs. My spirit is within you. Come back to the garden. Come back to rest. Come back to me. I am Jesus, the living Word, the breath of life, the tree of life, the one who formed you and the one who redeems you. And I'm not just telling you a story. I'm calling you home.